Hi again, I am Fathom and I am the founder of Other Fiber Creations, and today I have another commission to do. This January, February time is just full of commissions for me. People are like, I want to commission a Christmas gift, but they're commissioning it like the day of Christmas. It happens. I enjoy it either way. I appreciate the orders. So today's is a rather simple commission, which I'm very grateful for. After the video you're gonna see like next week or the week after it of the Mushroom Men commission I've been working on for like a month. Jeepers creepers, guys. That one's been giving me trouble. But that's okay. Today's is a lot simpler. I have a design. I'm trying to think of where I put the draft. Give me a second. A minute later, I found it. This is called the Boyfriend Beanie. It is a very simple, basic winter beanie to wear. I really enjoy making this. It is handmade. It's not made with a machine. I don't design a lot of patterns. I usually just freehand and don't take stock of it. This is one I wrote out. It's called the Boyfriend Beanie because my boyfriend told me for Christmas he wanted me to make him a beanie. And so I made him one. This is not his boyfriend beanie. I made him a nice colorful one because I adore color. But this is another one I made for somebody else that I haven't gotten to see yet, that I'm gonna give it to them for Christmas. I have made 3 of these so far. This one, the one for my boyfriend, and one for our mutual friend, Tommy. Tommy is someone who has commissioned me multiple times. I've made him a 6-foot scarf. I have made him a blanket just because I wanted to. I enjoy Tommy's customer service. Customer service? That's what I do. Customer patronage. That's the word I'm looking for. Go away, I don't need you right now, hat. I landed that on the couch. That was cool. But I made Tommy one for Christmas using bright rainbow colors because Tommy, like me, is an adorer of colors. And he wore it to visit his father. And his father was like, I want one of those to match you, and that's what I want for Christmas. Tommy's dad, notoriously, asks for just alcohol for Christmas. So him seeing my work and being like, that, I want one. Ah! So, I ordered the yarn to make the thing. So, this is the yarn in question. It is Red Heart Super Saver stripes in the color Primary Stripes. I had such a difficult time getting my hands on this. Why? I already had one of these in my stash. I made Tommy's version of the Boyfriend Beanie out of the one I had because Tommy loves color. I thought he'd adore it. He did. So when his dad ordered an exact replica, I was like, okay, I need more of it. So I went to my local Joann. Not there. Went to my local Michael's. Not there. Okay, let's try again. I went to a Joann and a Michael in a different part of Atlanta. Not there. I visited a Joann in Huntsville. Not there. I checked the Joann's website. Not available there, despite the fact I had seen it in stores like 2 weeks prior to this order and considered getting more to make something bigger and didn't. So I ordered off of Yarnspirations. Yarnspirations owns Bernat, Red Heart, Caron, Lillian Cream, Sugar, the cotton ones. You get my point. They own a lot of yarn brands. I order from them, only to get told I've hit shipping delays. This hat is due like a week from when I'm filming this. It's only going to take me a day or so, but I don't want to be rushed on it in case I can't get it done in one sitting. So I see all this, I ordered the yarn, I hit another shipping delay from Yarnspirations, and I was like, you know what, at this point, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go through Amazon. I don't like doing it, but I only buy from them when I have gift card balance. I had gift card balance. I didn't actually pay anything for this. I'm part of their shopper panel thing where I get a $10 gift card every month and I just store them up, and if I have to get something from Amazon, I spend that because I'm not going to give them my money. Either way, I got the yarn. Yarnspirations gave me a refund, and I think they're still shipping the yarn from what they said. I appreciated the quick customer service from them. I'm not dissing on them. Delays happen. I was just like, gosh darn it. This is my luck. But I have it. I have 3 skeins of it instead of 1. So we're probably going to have another freehand video featuring a couple of these and some other rainbow yarn I have. Woo. For now, I've been rambling for like 5 minutes. At least according to my camera, I have been. So I'm going to go sit and get started on making this. I'm going to go get started and stop dilly-dallying. Goodness gracious. Let's do this. Alright, I am on the finishing touches of this beanie. In case I didn't say it before, this video is gonna be a shorter one. Shocking, I know. So, I have my big tapestry needle. Everything goes in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm a toddler. As I drop it. So, I made my big panel. I crocheted up the side like you saw in that last clip. And I just sew together the top and I'm done. This one worked up pretty fast. It's the next day, in case it's not clear from me wearing different clothes. Like, I'm in different clothes and like different cardigan. I'm wearing a pair of shorts instead of the skirt. I am out of it. Let's go ahead and just chat while I do this, because I talk a lot in these videos where I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're not here to hear me ramble. You're here for the project. But all the videos I watch of people crocheting, I want to hear about their lives while they're doing it. Like, what made them make the project, yada, yada, yada. And I watch to listen to them talk. So, we're going to try rambling a little bit and just see how this goes. Let me know. Do you prefer I just show the project, or do you prefer that I talk to you guys in the comments? Let me know that. I have a lot of packing to get done for this move coming up. I have still another commission to finish. I have researching craft fairs and desperately hoping that they take me, because goodness gracious, I would benefit greatly from selling at a craft fair with the amount of stock I have. I have listing stuff on my website still. I have editing Instagram and Facebook posts. I just have a lot of stuff that I would like to get done. And I get pulled in a bunch of different directions despite the fact that I spend most of my time alone. Because having your own business, being like a YouTuber, which I'm not like a YouTuber professionally, but they kind of go hand in hand, I've found. It's a very isolating job when you have your own business. When I sit and talk with people about what they do for work, they say they wish they could do what I do. Which I am blessed to get to do this. But also, they talk about how they talk with their coworkers. They see people every day. They get to have a social life. People understand what they do and they don't have to explain it from scratch. They can say, oh, I just do XYZ, and people get it. They don't sit and stare at a screen for 10 hours with the screen having them on it. They don't sit and edit photos. And they can do their creativity on the sidelines. It is their passion project and not the thing they do to make ends meet. And so their pieces are a lot more rugged, and they'll talk about how amazing my artwork is. But mine comes at the cost that it's never really just for me. Like the cardigan we made last week. I made that for me. But I mentioned in the video, I didn't originally make it with me in mind. Because that project, even in my free time just for fun, wasn't my own. It was a community-sourced thing of me making it to show you. Of me making it to list, to have content, to have something to do with my hands so that I'm productive. It's just interesting to think about how isolating owning your own business is what I'm getting at. I know, poor me. I get to be my own boss. But I'm not my own boss. That is a very common misconception. Not me gesturing at you with the sewing needle. It is presumed that when you have your own business, you are your own boss. And sure, you can't get fired, technically. But your customer is your boss. You are a direct-to-consumer person a lot of the time. I cannot be fired by my boss, so to speak. But I can have customers choose not to come back. I have their preferences to appease. And because of that, I kind of trade having one boss at a regular job to having infinite number of bosses of whoever hires me or buys my stuff. And it can be very stressful to have a lot of different preferences in what you do. But we make it work. I've luckily not had too many commissions in my time doing commissions, where the person commissioning me gives me a hard time. I have had one person. She was very nice overall, but goodness gracious, her requests were the strangest. That's how strange they were. Strange with a W. She would ask for baby blankets. I'm happy to make them. And she would give me these prompts out of left field, such as, I want a non-traditionally colored girl baby blanket, but I need it to be pink and purple. I chose to use yarn that was like pinks and purples, but like a lot more muted and mature than the usual colors. Because I was like, it'll avoid stains, and I think this is what you mean. And she's like, that's exactly what I mean. Once she's like, I have a baby boy blanket that I need done. And I was like, sure, what are we looking at? And she's like, here's the inspiration. And sent me a modern Pollock style photo. Like picture, like a painting. It was blues and grays, and it was ocean waves was what the picture was supposed to be. But it was like this very loose interpretation of ocean waves. And I was like, okay. And so I pulled out a couple of different pattern things. And I was like, okay, here's a couple of different stitches I could do. Here's a pattern I could follow. And she's like, okay, those were good, but I want them rainbow. And I was like, so you don't want the ocean wave inspiration like the yarn colors I sent you. You want the patterns I sent you in rainbow yarn. She's like, yes, but it can't be neon rainbow. Like, this is too bright of a color for her. She wanted pastel rainbow. And I was like, okay. And I had already started like 3 separate times because she would clear something and then she would go back and say, actually, I changed my mind. It was a lot, but I'm grateful that I had her commissions. It was just like, I've only had one customer do a lot of like the back and forth, redo it, yada yada stuff with me. Most of my clients have been like, I trust your judgment, or I love the work you do. I've loved what you've done so far. Keep at it. And I'm glad. This is a lighter. This is acrylic yarn. I'm going to melt this end so I don't have it come undone on me. There we go. I hate the fucking smell every time. Sorry. Hard F word there. Jesus. Burnt acrylic, awful smell. Great at sealing things in, though. So now I just take the seam and just pop this. Boom. And we have our boyfriend beanie. All done. I fold up the brim stylistically because I like how it looks better. Tommy, who we've talked about before, he does not fold the brim up, but I do. We did it. Done. With that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Today's question of the day is, what do you do for a living? Tell me about your job. I know that that's like a very basic get to know you question, but I find what people choose to do for work fascinating. So please share it with me. If you'd like to support me, you can like, comment, subscribe. You can also visit my Square site or my Etsy down in the description below, along with all of the other social media I have. Wow. With that, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.